Morning all, hope you're having a good day so far. So it's the first day back at school. Hubby took care of the school run for me today. He's off today, so that's nice. So I didn't have to contend with the rush. I'm just about to go and get my eyebrow top up done. And by eyebrow top up, I mean tattoos. So I've been getting them done for about a year. I basically had really overplucked eyebrows because years ago it was the thing to have really thin, pencil thin eyebrows. So of course I followed the trend. But now it's not the trend to have pencil thin eyebrows, it's the trend to have thicker eyebrows. So I've got nothing there, so I've been having them tattooed. So I'm just about to have my top up. They do fade quite quickly on my skin. I've got quite greasy skin, so I have to have them topped up about every 3 months or so. This is what they look like before. They are quite faded now, and my arch on this side isn't as defined as on this side. You can see where they've faded. It's kind of on my outer edges is where it's kind of the thinnest. I've got more that a bit thicker there. So I've got nothing on my brows at the moment. I have been wearing a powder, using a powder, but I didn't bother with that today because I'm just getting them tattooed. This is going to be wiped off anyway. So there's nothing on them. So this is them in all their glory. And then I will do a video afterwards so you can see what it looks like. I might try and get a couple of videos whilst I'm having it done and maybe do a longer post for YouTube later to show you what the process is like for anyone who's interested in getting their eyebrows tattooed. So yeah, watch this space. They're going to be on fleek for about 5 days. And then after that 5-day period, you'll see the scabs a bit more defined. They'll start to kind of come off from between day 5 and 10. So I don't look forward to that part. That's kind of the worst part because you've just got to let it do its own thing, really. So I'm just about to head in now. Better get off the phone. Don't want to be late for my appointment.
Can you feel it?
Yes, that's okay, yeah.
Right.
No, it's fine.
fuck. Put this on for a minute, and then I'm going to clean it off with some foam.
Lovely.
And get it to check everything. At the moment we've smothered pigment all over your eyebrows, so that's not the shape.
Yeah, it won't be that thick.
Nice little eyebrow shampoo.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got my arch back. Yeah.
Yes.
That's lovely. Yeah, brilliant. Thank you.
And I'll quickly do a little zoom in on the phone. Here's your nice new eyebrow.
Nice and on fleek again.
Yeah.
So I'm back out from my appointment. Here they are. Nice and defined again. Looking on fleek. Looking a bit puffy and red at the moment around the edges, but that's to be expected. I've just had them tattooed on. But I'm really pleased. She's got them all back to shape now. Lovely. Really pleased with them. Okay, so it's bedtime now and I'm all ready for bed. This is how the brows are looking. So tomorrow they'll be a lot darker because the scabs will start forming. So I'll do another video in the morning to show you what they look like. Okay, so I've just woken up. It's the first morning after having my eyebrows tattooed yesterday. This is how they look. So they're slightly darker than they were yesterday. The scabs are forming. This is a close-up. Here we go. So I've had my shower this morning and didn't wash my hair because I didn't want to get my eyebrows wet. So I'm probably going to use dry shampoo for a couple of days and then wash my hair. I've got a visor to use because you can't get your brows wet when you've had them tattooed because it draws the pigment out. So you have to be very careful around water, very careful in the shower. If you'll go swimming, be careful of splashes, that kind of thing. Even in the rain, be careful. So I've done that this morning. I've also done my makeup, so I've just gone up to and around my brows. You can see I haven't gone up close because I don't want to get anything on them that I'm then going to have to take off afterwards, because then that's getting them wet again, and and you don't want to put any products on your eyebrows either because you don't want to do anything that's going to draw the pigment out. So I just go up and around. You can probably see better on that one that I've left a little gap there. But this is how they're looking. This is the first day after having them done, so I had them done yesterday. So they're a little bit darker, but they don't look out of place. So I said at the beginning of my video that I get them done every 3 months because mine fade quite quickly because I have quite greasy skin. But I was really pleasantly surprised when I had them done yesterday. She said to me that I'm retaining the pigment a lot better now. So next time round, I'm going to wait 6 months. So that sounds good. That the more I've had it done now, the better my skin's retaining the pigment. So I won't have to have it done so often. So that's really good news. So I had my eyebrows tattooed yesterday, and tonight is the first night that I'm applying my vitamin A and vitamin D ointment. So you can see I've popped it on there, just make them look a little bit greasy. I've put it on tonight so that it can soak in, and I'll see what they look like again in the morning. So I put my gel on last night. This is what it looks like this morning. Again, I've just done my makeup up to my brows, not covering them at all. So that's what they look like. Still looking fairly good. We haven't started to see any scabs forming yet, but that happens around about day 5. So I'm only kind of on day 3, 2 days after having it done. So day 3 including the day I've had it done. So yeah, so far so good. I'll do another post when the scabs start breaking. The baby is playing with my alarm clock. And so I had my brows done on Monday. It's now Friday, and they're just starting to come off on the edges there, if you can see. They actually look more scab-like now. The last few days they haven't really looked like the scabs were kind of forming very thick, kind of thickly. So yeah, I suppose they always do come off the edges first. I suppose because that's the closest bit you've got to the pillow when you're sleeping. So I'm just about to jump in the shower. I haven't washed my hair since Monday. I've been using dry shampoo and it's actually been quite good, but I really want to wash it now. Going to try out one of them and hopefully not splash my brows while I'm washing my hair, and I'll let you know how I get on. All raring to go. What do you think? Sexy, eh? Looking good. So it's Saturday today. Had my brows done on Monday, and I've woken up to find most of my left brow on my pillow this morning. So this is how the brows are looking this morning. So this is the side that came off in the night. Still looking a little bit crusty, but most of it's come off. And then that's the other side. Take my glasses off, you might be able to see a bit better. So you can see where the outer edge has come off now on this side. It's a little bit lighter, but that will darken up again. And then this is this side. So I've still got a little bit of scab along here, but kind of from about here down it's come off. And I've got a big spot there. So it's been a week since I had my eyebrows tattooed. It's Monday again today. I had them done last Monday, and the last of the scabs actually came off this morning, kind of overnight. They were kind of hanging off. So all of the scabs have gone, which is earlier than I expected them to go, actually. You know, normally I'm kind of going into almost the 10th day before they come off. So I'm pleased with that. I still can't get them wet until for another week. You have to not get them wet for 2 weeks. So I'm still doing the same routine. I washed my hair again today with a visor. But yeah, I'm not getting them wet at all. Not putting anything on them still. I'm still doing my makeup just up to the line and around. Not using any products on them at all. But they look a lot better. Not so scabby. They're a little bit crusty where it's kind of flaked away, but you've still got to kind of, it's hard because you want to get it off, but you've got to really not touch them at all. So So prior to them coming off, they were quite itchy. So you've got to, again, not itch them because you'll knock your scabs off, that kind of thing. So you've really just got to leave well alone. But yeah, so far they're lighter, obviously, because they've just come off and the pigment will come back. So don't be alarmed if they do come off and it looks really, really faint. That's normal. And then within the next week or so, the pigment will come back. But yeah, so far so good. Okay, so it's been 12 days since I had my eyebrows tattooed. The scabs all came off a few days ago. I'll just take my glasses off. So the colour is just starting to kind of darken up again now. I've put some gel on tonight because they're looking a bit dry. So I've just put some gel on. The same gel, the vitamin A, vitamin D gel. So this one looks like it's darkening up a lot better than this side. But this side was quite dry, so hopefully the gel will help that out. So a few more days and then I can get them wet. So you can't get them wet for 14 days, 2 weeks. So it'd be good to have a nice proper shower and let the water run over my face and be able to wash my face properly as well. So that'll be good, and that should kind of get rid of all the last few little dry bits as well. Okay, so it's been 18 days since I had the eyebrows tattooed and they're looking good. Nice and dark. No gaps or anything. So I've not got anything on them at the moment at all. I just do my makeup up to and around the brow line. So that's just what they look like. I've not put any powder on, no products or anything at all. Okay, so it's almost 3 weeks since I had my eyebrows tattooed, and this is how they're looking. They've darkened up nicely now. I've got no eye makeup on them at all, eyebrow makeup. I've just done my normal foundation up to and around the brows. So that's how they're looking, and that's kind of more or less it, I think, now. They've probably got as dark as they're going to go now, but I'm happy with them. Don't have to do anything with them now. Just keep up with my normal plucking. I don't put anything on them at all, no powder, no penciling, nothing like that. And yeah, very low maintenance now until my next top up.